Hello, I'm Sue Eldridge and this is my Monday Moment. Thank you so much for joining me. The last time I did a Monday Moment, I talked about 2020 hindsight. Can you remember where 2020 hindsight is when you've come out of something and you look back and you can see things very clearly, what went wrong, what you could have done better, how things could have been improved. So I want to take the next few weeks or the next few sessions that I do in looking back over what I learned from 2020 hindsight, looking at 2020, and how I can change my life, change my understanding, and make better choices going forward because of what I've learned. I don't ever want to have to repeat a year like 2020 again, and I'm sure you don't. So what have you learned? Well, one of the first things that I know that I've learned and I feel so much stronger in, and that is where I get my validation and approval from. And really the only place we should be looking to for validation and approval is God. He's our Father. He created us. He has a plan and a purpose for us. So if He ain't happy, I don't want to be happy. And other people will let you down, and other things will let you down. You see, going into 2020, I had a diary full of invites and speaking engagements and doing church retreats and all this sort of stuff, women's conferences, and there is something wonderful. You do get a validation there. People come up afterwards. You hear testimonies, which is the most exciting thing, that something you shared had changed and somebody's life was transformed or their situation was transformed. It's wonderful. It's absolutely thrilling. But you see, if I got my validation from there, 2020 would have been a far worse year. And looking to the future, who knows when it will go back? Or what about getting your validation from how many likes you get on Facebook, how many comments you get, how many shares you get? I've been, right at the beginning, I don't know if you followed me, I did all the poems. I did those poems because I really enjoyed doing it. And I knew for some people, they loved it too. But I didn't get a whole load of shares. I didn't get comments. I didn't get, thousands of people liking me. But that doesn't matter because I just felt God drop that into my heart. What about these? I can do Thoughtful Thursdays and Monday Moments and get no comments and likes, but why am I doing it? Because I felt God had put that on my heart. We have to, and don't get me wrong, sometimes I get shaken. Sometimes I'm thinking, oh my goodness, if only da-da-da-da-da. And it is wonderful to have validation from other people, and it's not wrong, but it's where our security is, where our true source of validation comes from. If it doesn't come from God, it will be shaken. You see, God's a jealous God, and He will shake things till we get to the point where our true trust and validation is in Him. Psalm 37 verse 6 onwards or 5 onwards. Open up before God. This is from the Message, by the way. Keep nothing back. He'll do whatever needs to be done. He'll validate your life in the clear light of day and stamp you with approval at high noon. Oh my goodness. He will validate your life in the clear light of day and stamp you with the approval at high noon. You don't need to crave other people's approval. It's always wonderful, but unless you have His approval, His stamp of validation, and He says He gives you it. So let's go forward into 2021, 22, 23, looking to God for our validation, not for the praise and adulation from other people, but let's be secure in who He says we are and what He says He wants to do in us and through us. So be blessed. Know that you are approved and you are validated. And till next time, God bless.